Hey everyone, I hope you guys are having a great day. In today's video, I'll be going over how you can install an alarm in your BMW e46. Now, a couple things to note: make sure your car is pre-wired before doing this. Now, I don't know if all cars are pre-wired. I'm pretty sure all North American cars are pre-wired. And so check that, open up your trunk, check the liner, and at the top you have a couple tags that says pre-wired for an alarm, CD player, telephone, and garage. Just make sure it says it's pre-wired for an alarm. Now, before I get started in today's video, please give this video a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more BMW related content. In this video, I should also mention, I will go over how you can code your alarm. Yes, the alarm needs to be coded to the car to work, or else it will not work. If you don't have an alarm and like to activate the visual blinking part of the alarm, I will also be showing that in this video without coding the actual alarm portion, so stay tuned to the end for coding. And I will be coding this with PASoft since it's the easiest. I'll have a link down below. And now let me show you guys the parts that you'll need. I got all these at the junkyard for like 20 bucks, so I suggest you guys do the same. All right, so here are the components that make up the alarm. This is the siren that you will need. Make sure you get the nut, or sorry, it is a bolt. Make sure you get the bolt with yours. I don't know if it's already installed on it and you unscrew it. I really forget because I've removed this to show you guys the video. But you need the siren. Make sure you have this whole piece to it. You also need this bracket. And if you take it off an e46 at the junkyard, it will have that. Secondly, this is the motion sensor. This is, if you stick your hand in the window, while the windows roll down, it will set off the alarm, so it's really cool. It has a motion sensor. And this is the tilt sensor. So this is what it looks like. Here's a plug. Make sure you get, this bracket comes with it too. You need that bracket for the e46, and these are the two screws that hold it in. So let me give you a look at the part numbers real quick, just so you guys can see them. So that's the part number for the siren. Part number for the motion sensor, and the part number for the tilt sensor. All right, to start off, we're gonna have to take off the cabin air filter, take these lines down. There is this piece right here, and it just pulls down like that. There's these clips that go all along it, so take those off, and then we're gonna take out the cabin air filter. Set that aside, and now there is 4 T27 bolts that we need to remove now. And then lift up, and this whole piece comes out. The next thing, there is 2 more T27 bolts, one right here and one right here, and then there's also a little clip right there that you just spin 90 degrees. So I want to give you guys a better look of where the alarm mounts. Right here is the wire. Mine, I don't remember if it was tangled up or wrapped in something, but that's the wire. And then right there is the stud where that bolt's gonna go. You can see where the white part is. That's where the bolt threads into, and here is the actual cable. I'm not sure, I think it's kind of tucked up in there. You're gonna have to search around for it, but now we're gonna install the siren. Now, to screw the alarm in with the bolt, it's a 10mm socket. And I should mention that the alarm's sitting like this. As you can see, it doesn't sit straight up and down with the USA logo, USA word pointing up. It's pointing like this. I'll show you guys in a second once I have it installed fully. So here's a look at the alarm. You can see that it sits sideways like that, and you can see hopefully how it mounts too with that 10mm bolt right there, and it's plugged in. And now we can assemble the whole front part back together, and then we'll move on to the interior motion sensor. So now the next thing is you will have a cover right here, and you're going to want to use a plastic pry tool to pry it out and just pull it straight down, and you'll be left with this and nothing's inside of it. This piece right here, you do need, mine's falling off, and I kind of just squished it between the ultrasonic sensor that you'll see in a second. So now you see the arrow pointing forward right here, and there's an arrow pointing forward on this sensor. So you put it like this, and it clicks right in place like that, and then you have a cable, you have a spot for connector to go right here, and we're going to take it and put it up just like this and plug in the connector first, and then just push it right back into place. So you pull down the cable, and click it back in place. That's by far the easiest one to install, but the back one isn't that bad, the tilt sensor. The hardest one was really the siren. So now let's go install the tilt sensor in the trunk. All right, we are now going to install the tilt sensor in the rear of the car. So come over to where your battery tray is, pull back this liner, and you should see a cable. It may be wrapped around here, you're gonna have to unwrap it, but your car said it was pre-wired, it has this cable. And now we're going to take the tilt sensor and plug it in. And then thread in those two 10mm nuts. Installation is now done. It's time to start coding. Okay, so now we're getting on to the recording section of this video. So I'll be showing you how to code the alarm 2 in this video, like I said, and to do that we are going to use BMW Scanner 1.4 by PASoft. You can do it with NCSXpert, but I find it easier with PASoft, so we're going to show you in this video how to do it with PASoft. If you need a link to buy the PASoft scanner and the software, check the link down in the description. It's an Amazon link. Use my link, please. It helps me out. If you guys want to know how to do this in NCSXpert, I can give a list of the actual variables that need to be changed. So I'll put that in the description below as well. And I have a video on how to install PASoft using Windows XP, but I can make a video for Windows 10 if you guys would like to see that. So getting on to code it, I do have the scanner plugged into the car's OBD2 port, plugged into the USB port of my computer, and car is in position 2. So let's press continue. It's going to say please wait. And if it says hardware not ready, it's either that you aren't plugged into your car or you don't have the correct drivers. So now we're going to click scan. Now we don't need to scan the whole car. You can if you would like. We're just going to stop after we get to the central body electronics, which is the ZKE, because that's where we need to be. All right, then we can press stop, and then we can click on the ZKE. Then we can click coding data. We can click read coding data. Okay, and then we can click recoding. And here's some other options you guys can change if you want. If you want to enable comfort opening for the windows, basically the windows go up and down with the key. So opening and locking, locking meaning windows go up, opening meaning windows go down. Also locking condition, if you go certain miles per hour, in this case it does in kilometers, the doors will lock. But here's what we really need to get under. Anti-theft system, DWA. So here are all the options that I have currently set, and these are what you should set. So you're going to need to set DWA, DWA interior sensor, and DWA tilt alarm sensor. Only check DWA interior sensor rear if you have a convertible and installed the module in the back, which I did not show how to do it on a convertible, but that's what that's for. So moving on, you can pick how you can arm and disarm it. You can either use the key in the door or the remote. So you could just do the remote, or you can do the key and remote. I have key and remote. So now the acknowledgement. So this is how you know if your car is alarmed. Basically, there's arming acoustic, which is, it will make a noise when you arm it. Arming optical, which will have the visual aid of showing that the car is alarmed. And if you did not install the modules today and just want to see that your car is locked, you want to check anything that says optical only. That will give the appearance that you can tell if your car is locked or unlocked. There's also arming doors closed acoustic, and there's arming doors closed optical. I have those checked. I'm actually not too sure what those do because I don't think they do anything on the E46. I only notice it when you arm and disarm. But here's the settings that I have. For the alarm, when the alarm actually goes off, I have my warning lights and I have my high beam lights. Reason why I don't have my low beams checked off is because I have xenon low beams and I don't want my xenons flashing on and off, on and off. I don't think that's good for the bulbs or the ballast, so I have that checked off. If you have halogens, shouldn't matter, and you can check that off. Lastly, you have the alarm acoustic. What do you actually, it's the sound that the alarm makes. There is the interval tone and the continuous. I think the continuous tone sounds so much more European and cool, so I leave the continuous tone checked off. Once you have all that set, you can just click write. I'm not going to do that because I already have this stuff coded. I don't need to recode it. But yeah, you click write and that will write the stuff to your car, and then you cycle the ignition on and off. I will now show you guys what it looks like when you arm and disarm the alarm. So now after the alarm has been coded, you will see if I lock my car, you hear the beep, and you see the lights light up, and if I unlock it, and another thing is the clown nose that exists inside the car will now blink red once the alarm is set. You can't see, but it takes 2 minutes for the interior motion sensor to be set. So that is basically the new functionality. So if you stick your hand in the car while the windows roll down, after 2 minutes the alarm has to be set. The alarm will go off from the motion sensor. Same thing if you jack the car up or anything like that, because it does have the tilt sensor in the rear. So here's another look if I lock the car. So there you go. All right, there you guys go. That is how to install an alarm and code an alarm on a BMW E46. I know this was a very requested video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. If you need a link to buy PA Soft, the scanner 1.4, it gives you the software and the actual OBD2 dongle to plug into the car. Link will be down in the description. Use my Amazon link, guys. It helps me out. I get a little commission, so do that to help the channel out. That is all I have for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.